Star 1 3 alert for a scene call 24 nautical miles southwest of Oyen.
Just the scene call southwest of Oyen, stand by.
And we have an update of a 59-year-old female. Patient is conscious. The quad rolled over her back.
The next thing I know, my side-by-side's like flipping. And it's on top of me. I need stars. I knew it was bad.
We ended up being dispatched for a side-by-side that had rolled over, crushed a female patient. We were prepping for the worst with the hopes of the best.
With this a rollover, we don't know if she's wearing a helmet or she's belted or whatever. So we don't even know how it got onto her.
Ranching is dangerous. Anything can happen in a blink of an eye. My surgeon told me that 95% of side-by-side rollovers, ATV, you don't live.
It was kind of the start of our calving season. Right behind our house here, we have all the first calf heifers, which we check numerous times a day.
I was taking the calf back to its mama, who kept forgetting she actually had a calf, and had it tied on the back of the side-by-side so it wouldn't jump out.
And she stopped because the calf come untied, and she tied it back in and jumped back in and was coming behind me, and all of a sudden I heard her scream and looked in the mirror, and I seen it was going over, and when I got back to her, it was on top of her.
From my waist down, I couldn't feel anything.
You hear side-by-side, you hear quad rollover. We're presuming the worst because they don't really have a lot of protection surrounding them.
The day of the accident, I got a notification as a volunteer firefighter. Me and my then girlfriend, Katie, were just getting into our airplane, leaving my brother's house. Talked to Katie on the way over. It's like, well, this could be pretty rough. I know most ATV accidents don't go well for the person that's involved.
There's this girl talking to me, and it was Katie, who just happened to be an RN. So I lucked out. I had an RN with me right then and there. And she was my lifeline.
You could tell she was definitely in shock. You couldn't see any obvious deformity, but you knew it was bad, right? It's a side-by-side, it's a crush injury. Something is probably not okay inside.
To have another friendly face, especially when somebody's just said, I'm a nurse, can really actually make people feel a lot better.
So coming on scene and realizing the extent of what happened, I was very concerned for her and was just hoping that somebody with the tools necessary to keep her safe and keep her alive was going to be there very quickly.
That's the last thing you want in your life is a red helicopter landing, but it's the thing you want most in life because if you're in that wreck, they're going to come and save you.
She was having a lot of pain on the right side, so she probably had some broken ribs. She was having some back pain on the right, which, could possibly indicate spinal injuries.
I never thought she wouldn't make it. That never crossed my mind. Not once.
We don't stay and play in these kind of situations. We always try to get the patient out of the ambulance as fast as we can into the helicopter and then be on our way. We can provide a lot of the services on our way back.
Who would have thought we would have needed it in our backyard? That happened to everybody else we know who have had stars out. Not us. That's how quick things can happen.
We don't want the EMS personnel to have to transport that patient, take them out of the area for hours and hours, and then, leave the rest of the population without any medical service.
If it wasn't for them, I would not have made it out of this field back here.
In a rural and remote community that we live in, stars is the difference between living and dying. Everybody that lives here understands just how important stars is and the integral role that they play in the chain of healthcare.
It means everything everything to our family.
But if it wasn't for those guys and them showing up out here, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have my grandchildren. I wouldn't, I'm so blessed and grateful for every day I get to wake up.